I love a good color correction appointment. The best way to set yourself up for success before you start an appointment like this is to manage expectations. I like to send out a text like this to make sure that we are both on the same page. I've lightened through box color enough times to know that 99.9% of the time it is going to lift red and orange, and my client needs to know that. If your client is not okay with warm tones in their hair, I would not agree to start the service with them. Another thing I would make super clear during the consultation is the price of this type of service, as well as an estimate for how long they're going to have to be at the salon. So if you and your client are on the same page about those things, I would consider them a great candidate for this service. The next most important thing about color corrections is to not over-process the hair. If the lightener has been on there as long as it should be, take it off and tone with what you have. This is the lift we were expecting. I detailed that in my text to her, and then we're going to tone with what we have. We cannot just let lightener sit on there and fry the hair. So how do we tone with uneven lift? You can see here that her roots lifted lighter because they did not have box color on them. So she's an 8-9 up at the root and then a 7 and a little bit of some 6 on her mids and ends. I made the decision to pre-tone her roots with 7C, 7GB to add back in some of that warmth at her root. That way when I do her final root shadow and tone, everything is as even as it can possibly be. After this process, I rinsed it out and I went back to the chair for her final root shadow and tone. Toning will make or break the service. It will make or break the way your client feels about their hair. You want to give them something really beautiful and wearable until their next appointment. And speaking of their next appointment, I highly recommend booking a toning appointment 4 weeks out from this service. So when the toner fades back to the red and orange, you can manage that. I hope this video is helpful to any stylist wanting to improve their color correction skills. You can see right here that the hair turns out really beautiful if you just take it step by step. And we were both really happy with these results. I love to answer any questions you have about color corrections.